I had a horrible dream of a cop being involved in my demise, in my murder, and it actually happened. It actually fucking happened. The public would know 31 years later that a private investigator who was an ex-police officer was actually involved in staging my murder as a suicide in my greenhouse on Thursday, April 7th, 1994. And he hides Courtney Love's involvement in having me murdered by Mark Lanigan and Dylan Carlson on Sunday, April 3rd, 1994. He did not miss the greenhouse. He did not miss seeing Courtney Love on the 7th either. The house was cleaned, and my body was moved out of the house. My body was moved up into the greenhouse, and their crime against me and all of you was staged to look like a suicide.
So Thursday, April 7th, 1994, the man known as the Creeper was not Daniel Clint Rich. The man who was creeping around taking photographs at the scene on the night of Thursday, April 7th was indeed Tom Grant. Courtney was there, Dylan was there, Mark was there, Callie was there, and Tom was there on the night of Thursday, April 7th, 1994. Those individuals who staged the crime scene some more at nighttime on Thursday, April 7th, are also staging the cover-up together. If Daniel Clint Rich is involved, then it was only in getting Courtney Love down to Seattle. He wouldn't have even needed to go to the house himself. He showed up there the next day on Friday the 8th thinking, what the fuck has happened here? And he thought that the murder happened the day before, on the 7th, when he would have brought Courtney Love down to Seattle from LA on Thursday, April 7th, 1994. Danny was innocent in this, and he was very mad that he was being accused of actually murdering Kurt Cobain. Maureen Herman from Babes in Toyland admitted in her blog that she got high with Dylan, and that Dylan had admitted to her that Courtney and himself found Kurt's body in the greenhouse one day before the police had. But they were apparently too afraid to call it in, because Dylan had bought the shotgun, and while he was telling her this, he was surprised that Maureen didn't know that he had bought the gun for Kurt. He likes to oftenly tell people and brag about it. The day before the body was found was Thursday, April 7th, 1994. That is the same date that Tom Grant flew down to Seattle to meet with Dylan Carlson himself, as well as with Mark Lanigan and likely Callie DeWitt. Tom would have met all of them. Tom was creeping around outside taking photos of everybody inside the house still. Callie was telling Joe that they should all get out of there. So Joe, Callie, and Bonnie and Jennifer, they all get into a car that night, and they leave the house that night, on Thursday, April 7th, 94. Bonnie, Joe, and Callie all seen a person in a red dress standing in the greenhouse. The person looked like Kurt from the back. They did not see whose face it was. It wasn't Kurt Cobain, though. Kurt was already dead since Sunday, and he was on the ground having been shot. I believe that person in the red dress in the greenhouse was Courtney Love. And my gosh, does she ever look a lot like Kurt Cobain from the back.
I don't know if maybe it's the what she said or whatever. I just thought what she said or whatever because she said it, and it just got in my mind at the time. You know what I mean? like you said, there's Kurt, and he's this sounds ridiculous, but a red dress. Yeah, really fucking strange. Yeah, I know. But and fucking really weird. And I think that was just strange as hell. But then she's trying to get us to go.
You know, I have a big speech, but I'm not gonna say it. Hi. We all start bands when we're kids, and this is my family I'm looking at right now, all of you. Brother Michael, Brother Chris, Grandma Wendy,